Okay, guys, here's what happened. I casted through 10 minutes of the game plus the draft, and then I realized my mic wasn't on. So that sucks. But now my mic is on, so I'm going to catch you guys up as to what happened in this game. Virtus Pro picked up a Bane Elemental. They went for the top lane of a Morphling Bane Elemental with a Chen in the jungle. Pushed down the tier 1 tower. They did take the first tower there. And right now, Virtus Pro's Beastmaster, played by Mozart, does have a huge stack waiting for him. Unfortunately, he doesn't really have the axe levels necessary to clear it out. Fnatic is ahead as far as the creep kills go, 4 for 1. Most importantly, 3 of those kills are on their hard carry, Faceless Void, who has himself a Hand of Midas as well. So, sorry for doing that, guys. I should probably not do that in the future. Like, it's not a good idea. But anyway, I'm just going to catch you guys up a little bit as far as the numbers go. The tower kind of balancing out the kill advantage that Fnatic has, and Fnatic, with those kill advantage, obviously will have the experience advantage to boot. I believe that's everything. I was just like, yeah, that was bad. So if you guys, I don't know, I have like the recorded camera of me just moving around, and but really it's not that impressive. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just like heavily annotate everything. But we're just going to continue right on from this point. Once again, Fnatic, their late game is looking very, very good. Hand of Midas, Faceless Void. He got that 7 minutes in, like 7:20 or something like that. So he's had quite a lot of time with it. Plus 3 kills on top. He's teleported 3 times and got 3 kills out of it. So this Faceless Void is looking pretty fierce. Also didn't use his Chronosphere a single time for it. For a kill. Mozart, with level 3 axes, is going to start working down these creeps. Did he get another stack? I think he did. With the Soul Ring, he should be fine to bring this down. He can head towards a Tranquil Boots, so that's standard Beastmaster fare. He will clear the stack up eventually. Unfortunately, he doesn't have all that much coverage, so he could be in a little bit of danger, but, you know, Fnatic, they don't really seem to know that he's doing this quite yet. Beastmaster's really got to watch out for Era. If he tanks up any creep shots, it could be lethal to him. But Beastmaster's going to make a little bit of his presence known on the spot lane so that Fnatic don't get suspicious. But I'm sure Fnatic, they have some idea of what's going on, because it's a Beastmaster on the long lane. What do you really expect him to be doing all this time? The stack is pretty substantial. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stacks? I have no idea. Oh, Crazy stuck in a really bad position with 4 heroes here. Crazy trying to meld out of it, but there is a sentry ward there. Era has joined the fight as well. Admiral Bulldog picked up that kill, and oh no, Fnatic, they might be looking to steal this giant stack. I don't know if they could actually do it though. This is a lot of fucking ancient creeps. They have a high level of wards. They could go for it. Maybe burn a Chronosphere. They're gonna try for it, but I honestly don't think they could do this. Look at all these Thunder Lizards. It's absurd. The only person capable of doing it is the Beastmaster. That'll give him at least level 7, I think. But it might be KSI who's in trouble. He does take a cold snap, as well as a telekinesis. The Invoker with the right clicks does pick up that kill. KSI very weak. That is going to mean that Fnatic, they're going to go for a tier 1 mid tower. They're going to get it. Even up that score a little bit. Morphling all this time on the top lane farming. There's level 6 from Mozart. A couple more axe casts, I think, well, 2 or 3 will get him another level. But he's got to watch out now. No Tail and Bulldog are moving in. And does Mozart see them? He's going to throw more axes, get a couple kills. But if he takes a kill, he's as good as dead. Tornado going to fly out. Ooh. Mozart swerves to the bottom. And, well, all these creeps are very weak at this point. The Bear to tank, Faceless Void to tank. The rest of this ancient stack is going to be stolen by Fnatic. Templar Assassin does lay down a trap, doing a little bit of harassment. Roar now onto Shackles, pushing all 3 from Fnatic onto the high ground. Horrible for Fnatic. This fight is as good as lost for them. Era dropping down his Chronosphere, but No Tail stuck up on the high ground. Bulldog as well. Crazy is going to take a cold snap, but the axes are going to fly. And now Fnatic, they are rats in a cage. Beautiful, beautiful roar from Mozart. And waveform in from Airman. Takes down the lone druid. No Tail stuck in a corner. He's going to get brought down as well. That roar is by far the best roar that I have ever seen, ever. when you're all on this stairway, well, you're going to get pushed up here. And then, well, Venomancer without TP scroll, Lone Druid, inventory full of branches and consumables. He didn't have a teleport either. So they did manage to save some of the Ancients. Not many, though. They did lose a fair number of them. But Beastmaster, he got his level 6. He got what he wanted. And, well, with those kills, or I guess assists, he got a little bit more extra. He's going to be sitting at level 8, possibly level 9 with this Roshan kill. So Roshan has gone down. Airman now has an extra life for him. See, it's a good thing I realized that my mic was off before that actually happened. Like, honestly, before I started recording, nothing really exciting happened. I mean, like, Era teleported in and hit someone and then killed them. That's pretty much it. So, yeah, once again, guys, sorry about that. It's 10 minutes of boring gameplay. Yeah, First Blood happened 6 minutes in. So, I'll let that speak for itself. You didn't miss much. But I'm never going to do that again. I'm going to be a little more diligent next time. You have my word. With 5 heroes now on the bottom lane for VP. They want to take a tier 1 tower in the bot lane. Invoker is here with a very large level of on EMP. Gonna burn out all the mana for the Beastmaster. KSI did get a long-range Fiend's Grip onto Schneckles. And I don't think he has enough mana to Ghost Walk out of this. Crazy is going to take a couple of tower shots. Era is here, not with the Chronosphere for another 5 seconds. Waveform in from Airman. Going to look towards the Invoker, but Bulldog is here. There goes this No-Tails ultimate. Not taking much, though. Airman taking a lot of damage to Strength Morph, keeping him alive. Templar Assassin did pick up the Faceless Void, who instantly buys back to the game. Now looking for the Invoker. Going to catch him with the trap. Airman going to go for that Venomancer. He does pick him up. The buyback coming out from Fnatic. The Aegis does get dropped from the Morphling. There goes the Rubik, though. Morphling is going to come right back in this fight, and Era now does have his Chronosphere. Bulldog still alive, very healthy as well. There goes the Chronosphere onto Crazy, and everything is slowed down. Axe is going to fly, doing a little bit of damage to Era. KSI, without any mana, can't do anything but watch. Crazy gets a huge hit onto Era. Waveform in as well. Era might be in a little bit of trouble. One hit, just needs one more. Adaptive Strike, not going to be enough. Bulldog is going to take the right clicks instead. Just needs one more hit. Oh no, he got away also. Fnatic. Oh, cool, God, getting away just by the skin of their teeth. Now an entangle, first an entangle, of course, onto Airman, as No-Tail does a little bit of right-click action. Airman should be fine, though. Feeble onto the Spirit Bear, as Morphling finds an opportunity to wave out. And Rubik teleported into the tier 1, gonna kill the Beastmaster immediately, and Crazy, stuck in a horrible position. Gale? There's no way for him to escape. Oh, he's gonna just suicide, go for Admiral Bulldog, he does get him! Beautiful play by Crazy. He knew that he was dead anyway. You might as well go down swinging. But VP, pretty good engagement for them. Caught the Faceless Void without his Chronosphere. And ultimately they did get caught by that Chronosphere. But if they got caught over here, well, that would have been disastrous for them. So good timing on that push. Did manage to equalize the score just a little bit. I should take a look at how the gold... Yeah, the gold... Well, it was in favor of VP. Surprisingly, actually. They managed, and Fnatic managed to equal it out just a little bit. But that fight actually went a lot better for VP, because Fnatic spent a lot of their gold on buybacks. And that's something that I don't think is represented in the gold chart, because it's like gold that you spend, but it's kind of also gold that you waste. Like, it's not really a permanent bonus. You guys know what I mean. But VP, they tied the kill score up just a little bit. Their farm is just going a lot better, though, it seems. Bulldog, 30 creep kills only at this point in the game, as the Vladimir's offering so he could jungle. But I don't think this is going to be a Radiance game for him. It's simply way too late, and he simply does not have enough. So we're going to see what he actually wants to go for. He could go for like a supporty aura-based build, and just be a general aura tank pusher kind of deal. Focus all of his gold into supporting that Faceless Void. Could be an option for him. Go for a pipe, go for an Assault Cuirass. That would be actually pretty cool to see. Virtus Pro, they're going to finish the job on the bot lane. There goes a tower, picked up by Chen, who does have a mech, almost level 2 Hand of God as well. So the heals are going to be flying out of the skies. Does have 2 trolls as well, wandering around the enemy jungle with Mozart, the bird leading the way. They're going to spot out Era. Era has no idea, but Era does have cover, No-Tail, and not a Hax. Not too far away. Sonic Trap stolen by Rubik as well. Very useful spell to steal. Looks like Mozart and NS. They decide better. Oh, no, they're going to smoke up. And they're going to run Strange No-Tail. Scouting the high ground with Plague Wards. Always scout the high ground with Plague Wards as Venomancer. But you know what? It doesn't reveal. It doesn't reveal. Well, I guess it does reveal smoked up Chen's. Chen does lose his smoke. So it does reveal that Chen was smoked. And Fnatic should put 2 and 2 together and realize that, well, there's no Beastmaster on the map. He's probably smoked up as well. But 3 now on the mid lane. This tower very low on HP, only 200. VP could move in and flick it and it'll fall down. Or flick it with fortification is going to hold off on those flicks. Trap's going to fly. Tornado flying as well. Going to hit onto that. Templar Assassin Speckle takes up Roar and Airman immediately goes in. This is going to be the focus by Era. Beautiful Chronosphere allowing for Admiral Bulldog to also do the right click action as well. Not much damage though. Going out to Airman. Beautiful stun onto 3 there. No Tail is going. Oh, not a Hacks. I'm sorry. Going to get Fiend's gripped and he's going to go down to Airman as well. Era has to get out of here. Time walk down into the low ground. Admiral Bulldog might be in a little bit of a bad position. He can take a Brain Sap, losing a lot of health there. And waveform in from Airman. Bulldog can take a Sonic Trap. Also, another Test of Faith, and the axe from long range just barely missing. The Adaptive Strike pushed him out. Well, it doesn't matter though, because Templar Assassin did pick up that kill. NS tanking up the tower just a little bit, but VP taking 3 in exchange for none. This could mean the tier 2 tower on the mid lane as well. So VP playing their hearts out. And if you guys saw the first game I casted, Fnatic versus EG, or first game of Fnatic that I casted, well, you know that I am quite disappointed in Fnatic. Tornado going to fly out, catch Mozart. Do they want to engage on this Era? Does have a pretty long time walk. He could go for it. They got to know that there's support right around the corner, so they're not going to engage. Fnatic, so far I haven't been impressed by them. I mean, in the EG game, they took a Rax 8 minutes in and they still lost. How? I have no idea how. But smoke now, 4 heroes. Oh no, all 5 heroes. Smoked up, looking for someone. They're going to run into Crazy. And not revealed yet, not revealed. There's Mozart. And time walk in, not going to hit the slow, but the Gale does hit. Cold Snap as well. Mozart is good as dead. Crazy blinking right in. Going to try to go for someone, but he's completely surrounded. Kind of a little bit over aggression coming out from Templar Assassin. Era is going to get his Brain Sap trapped to the ground as well. Waveform in from Airman, and the nuke from Chen is going to do enough to bring him down. And VP, do they want to go for more? Sonic Trap is going to hit too. Well, Crazy doesn't even have a Blink Dagger. I thought he did. And Tornado can prevent them from pushing any further. This is their courier. Just sits above this hill and watches. That's what couriers do. Templar Assassin's actually not going for a Blink Dagger. Or, not a Blink Dagger yet. Kind of a delayed Blink Dagger? Usually you would get a Blink Dagger first. He could get it right here, though. Wouldn't be surprised if he did that. Maybe he just thought he wanted some more damage? No. He's gonna go for Desolator. Okay, he's going for a damaging build. Morphling's going for a little bit more of a defensive build, which is kind of interesting, like a kind of a role reversal there. Usually Morphling's the one going for damage. Templar Assassin's is the one going for defense because she has that refraction damage. She has the meld as well. That's usually more than enough. But VP, they're gonna go big or go home with this TA, I guess. Not with this Morphling. Go big or go home means like a Scotty Rush, which is baller. Morphling's gonna teleport out of here. Does he have a replicate? Yes, he does. So Morphling is still here in spirit. They're going to push down this tier 2 on the bottom lane. Teleport's coming in. There goes Tornado from Schneckles. Only going to hit onto Creeps. EMP. I think it hit NS. Maybe a little bit. Or not much. But with that Desolator minus armor, this tower is going to get absolutely shredded. Plague Wards or no Plague Wards. It's going to go down. Schneckles is going to look for the deny. He does get the deny. Good play from the Invoker there. But VP, the tower does go down. That means that it's going to be a lot harder for Fnatic to reinforce the Roshan Pit, who is not up yet. Did I cast, or did they have Roshan when I started this video? I think they did. Yeah, they definitely did. You saw them get Roshan, right? Well, they got Roshan and it went on to Airman. So, spoiler alert. Man, what a mess this game already, just because I messed up. They're gonna stack up more Ancients. They already did that. I don't know exactly when. Maybe this is Spore just doing work. They're going to bring those Ancients down. We give a lot of gold, a lot of experience to these heroes. Let's take another look at the gold chart. As expected, with all the towers down, it is in favor of VP. Experience following the same way. But really the gold and experience, not that substantial. Airman is going to go for his Mantis style, but Faceless Void with that BKB plus a Chronosphere means that he will just be able to bust through any clumped up units once that Chronosphere gets dropped. Virtus Pro have been pretty good about separating themselves though, making sure that only like 2-3 max get cut off in that sphere. It's very difficult to do, making sure that you're not going to get hit by a 5-man Chronosphere. But hey, if you could do it, that's how you win games versus Faceless Void, because like he's strong, but he relies very heavily on the Chronosphere, especially in the mid game. Later on, then he's just going to kill everyone regardless. But in the early mid game, that Chronosphere is what lets him be really effective. Roshan's going to spawn 3, 2, 1. 1, 1, 1. There you go. 3, 2, 1, Roshan. And with that Desolator minus armor, with that meld minus armor, this Roshan is going to get absolutely shredded. What was that, like a 5-second Roshan? Tornado's going to fly off, but Morphling already does have that Aegis. Huge amounts of damage coming out from VP. This Templar Assassin with the level 4 meld with the Desolator to boot means Roshan didn't have any armor at all. I mean, like, figuratively, no armor. So they get another Roshan, they get another Aegis onto the Morphling, who's already not died yet. Fnatic, they don't have, well, they have decent stuns. They have the Cold Snap, they have the Telekinesis, they do have the Spirit Bear with the Entangle. Not the most reliable, but hey, he got it first proc last time, so anything works. And VP, they know that they have the advantage right now. They're going to go for it. Unfortunately, in this tight corridor, it makes the Chronosphere very, very deadly. So if Era can land that, Tornado EMP going to fly off, draining a lot of mana right off the bat. Arcane Boots, so many Arcane Boots going to fly out though. And this tower is going to start taking damage. Taking a lot of damage, down to 400 HP. The Bear on the front lines. They got to watch out for this phase. No, they don't have to watch out for the Faceless Void. Faceless Void is still top. That's why VP is pushing, because they know that they're not in any threat of Chronosphere. Era is still in that top lane. There are a lot of Plague Wards out, which will do a lot of damage to the creeps, but the tower is very weak. Airman tanking up the Bear, tanking up the tower, does not give a crap. He has an Aegis to the Immortal. Tornado is going to fly out and is going to hit him. Do a lot of damage. That Morphling is close to death. But the mech popped off. And the tower gets denied. Era on the top lane, just soloing the tier 3s. Someone's got to teleport back. There you go. It's going to be the Beastmaster's Era. Time walked into the jungle. Is there a roar? Is there a roar? It's not going to land. Oh, that was so close. The roar was just roar. You don't have to swing your axes and roar. Just spit it out, Beastmaster. That would have gotten you a kill. It's crazy was there also for the damage, but Era pushing down the tier 2, doing a lot of damage to the tier 3, and Fnatic with the huge amount of Plague Wards. Venomancer got to deny its second denied tower of the game. So ultimately, I think that little exchange benefited Fnatic a lot more than it did for VP. But VP, they still do have that Aegis. They could keep going. They got to be a little more careful though, because last time they knew that Era was on the top lane. They knew that they weren't in any danger for that Chronosphere. Now that the Chronosphere is level 3 and Era is around, they got to be really careful. VP does. Looks like they're instead going to shift their focus to the bottom lane. Don't think their smoke was scouted out. It was not scouted out. No way it could have been scouted out. But Fnatic seem to be suspicious either way. Mozart leading the way with his roar on cooldown. KSI is going to find Bulldog. He's going to open up on him. No, they're spotted out by this Plague Ward, of all things. Feeble on the Bear, making him do literally no damage. It's only level 3 and Feeble also, so it's going to make him do even less than no damage. No, that does not heal you when you get hit. Although that would be hilarious. VP, they're all grouped up on this mid lane still. Era is on the top lane. I saw this episode before. Era's going to take down the tier 3 on the top, and VP is going to take a Rax, which isn't a good trade, so Era, get your ass back right now. This episode will not end well. Wall of Plague Wards are up. Tornado EMP going to fly, hit 3 people. So good EMP there. Airman taking a lot of damage, but he still does have that Aegis, Hand of God, as well as the mech being popped off. There's the, oh god, the Chronosphere, but it instantly roared from Mozart. Era is unable to do any damage here. Airman's still alive, but he still does have that Aegis as well. Fiend's Grip going to catch off Era, instantly canceled by that Deafening Blast, and KSI is getting worked down by the Bear. He does take a fall to Venomancer. There goes the Aegis, and Era is still alive, going to go after Mozart. There's Fable, bringing him down. The Venomancer, the only casualty so far for Fnatic. 3 down for VP, the Aegis as well, and they are on the run. Fnatic catching Airman with an Ice Wall, and the slows are there. Is there enough damage to bring him down before he wave comes out? Yes, there is. Not a hack. With a triple kill, VP. That's what I was talking about. This small corridor, when you're all clumped up here, well, coincidentally, this is pretty much the exact size of a Chronosphere. And they all got caught by it. Oh, Tornado gonna narrowly miss NS. But Schneckles with that huge movement speed, Drum, Phase Boots, and maxed out Wex almost. You can try to go for NS. Slept by the Bane Elemental, though. and that will buy Chen safe passage out. But Fnatic just dominating that fight, even though Faceless Void did take a roar right after he used his Chronosphere. Well, the team damage was there, and there was no follow-up for VP. Simply too fragile, caught out of position. Morphling took way too much damage before that fight even got going. So now Fnatic should be taking a little bit more of a gold advantage. Yes, they are, bringing it almost back to 0, and EXP, well, between the two of these, the advantage is not in either team's favor. I went over this in the draft, which, of course, you guys are never going to hear because, like hell, I'm going to go through that draft again because I already know what's being picked, so what the hell's the point? But both teams have pretty substantial late game. Chen is a kind of weak late game hero. Venomancer as well kind of loses some of his potency. But Fnatic with the Lone Druid as well as the Faceless Void, VP with the Templar Assassin Morphling. I said in the draft that it's going to be a very long, drawn-out game. And so far, it doesn't really look like it. Both teams are being very aggressive. VP especially pushing very aggressively for those Raxes. Unfortunately, they haven't gotten them yet. But they did bring it down to about half health before it started regenerating. Or before it got a lot of regeneration back up. Looks like both teams content to farm. I honestly think that it would probably favor Fnatic in the long run because God damn it, stupid screen. Admiral Bulldog still doesn't have all that much. He has a Hyperstone as well as a Vlad's. So not much on a Lone Druid. He was up against a tri-lane, so what do you expect from a Lone Druid on a tri-lane? Didn't get anything. But the longer he has time to farm, and that will help Fnatic. Faceless Void as well. Huge late game hero. One of, if not the best late game hero. And Morphling, I mean, he's good. But against a perma-bashing Faceless Void, well, it's hard to compete with that. Especially when Morphling is not going for a lot of straight-up damage, but instead going for rounded stats. Templar Assassin is going for the straight-up damage. But, backtrack. 25% chance to completely dodge a hit. If he dodges that Meld Strike, well, that's just unfortunate if your name is crazy. So Fnatic, I think they gotta know that they're on a timer. Like, they're powerful late, but Fnatic with that Faceless Void was last pick, by the way. It was in Rubik, Invoker, Venomancer, Lone Druid, Faceless? No. Rubik, Invoker, Lone Druid, Venomancer, Faceless. Man, what a mess. Mozart is wandering around with the Morphling in his pocket. He's going to wander upon Era. Is he going to get the roar off this time? There's the roar, and Morphling comes right in. Necrobooks popped off, and Era does have a Chronosphere, does have Time Walk. He's going to get a little bit chain stun, though. He's going to Time Walk out of this, still slowed down. And is there a stun? The axe is going to fly, not do enough. And Tornado from the Invoker on the low ground, slowing down the Morphling. He didn't have any damage to kill him. He didn't have an Adaptive Strike anyway. So that Faceless Void was home free, regardless of whether or not that Tornado went out. But VP made a good attempt. Unfortunately, they wasted the roar. They wasted the Necrobooks. They're going to be up again in just a minute, though, so it's not like a huge loss. But VP, they kind of need to kill this Void. Void 327, Hand of Midas, Battle Fury. And you don't really get any much more farm-oriented than that. It's pretty much as farmy as you could get without going like, I don't know, Mjolnir on top of this, which I don't think he will. That'd be pretty cool if he does. Lone Druid going for a Basher and a Hyperstone. Yes, so I think I also said this pre-mic working. That Lone Druid, at this point, probably going to focus to be more of a utility hero. I mentioned Pipe, I mentioned Assault Cuirass, but he's instead just going to provide lockdown for his team. Something that they kind of need versus this Morphling. It's a very good way to run this because his Relic way too late, not an option there. But 14 for 13, this Farm Fest continues, and you know, we all love Farm Fests. Seeing these guys manage their creeps, it's exhilarating, it truly is. Tornado gonna fly out just for a little bit of a scout. Oh, I love Farm Fests, I really do. Once again, it's going to favor Fnatic in my opinion. Invoker, once he gets to level 25, I mean, if he gets level 25. I don't think I've ever seen a level 25 Invoker in a pro game. But all his skills are at max capacity. Probably have an Aghanim Scepter by that time as well, so we could just drop spells all day long. Looks like they're going to go for Schneckles. They have to open up with the Roar or a Fiend's Grip or something. They have him perfectly spotted out. He's going to run to the high ground where he does have No Tail. Now the Hack's waiting for him. No Tail's going to unleash that Gale hit onto 2. There goes the Venomous, the ultimate from the Venomous as well. No Tail's taking a lot of damage from Airman, who's taking a lot of damage himself from the poison. There goes 2, but there's a beautiful Chronosphere from Era. Can instantly bring down the Beastmaster. KSI to follow. And now Crazy and Airman are on the run. Someone's getting sent back. It is going to be the Morphling, so he's going to be safe. But Crazy getting bashed by the bear. Bashed again by the bear. And we can tangle. No, time walk in from Era. Crazy's so dead. 17 for 15. That fight did not go VP's way. They smoked up, but they ended up getting jumped upon. And that's never a good sign. Era with a double damage rune also. That kind of helps a little bit. So with those 3 kills, Fnatic, they're going to go for the Roshan. And with a double damage, Alacrity Faceless Void. Or, well, I guess no double damage right now, but with an Alacrity Faceless Void, yeah, this Roshan's not going to stand a chance. Not as fast as VP's Roshan kill, but hey, Roshan is a Roshan, and his Faceless Void with 2 lives is a really, really deadly force to be reckoned with. Schneckles and Bulldog going to run into the Chen, who is going for Necrobook as well. VP going Mass Necrobook. I love seeing Mass Necrobook. It's so awesome. Era is going to run straight into Mozart and work him down. Only 1 bash, though. Mozart does have his Roar now. He's probably going to Roar Era, but he gets bashed right in between that animation. And Telekinesis is going to let Era get another kill. What a lucky bash. Morphling came in, actually going to look for the the Rubik, but was it worth it, Morphling? Was it? Was it really? 20 for 16, Fnatic extend their lead. I need to drink some water. But whenever I try, these people do stuff. Probably should have done this when there was like nothing happening. Alright. Rabid, Alacrity, plus Demolish on this bear means that this tower is not going to be long for life. Backdoor protection? What's backdoor? Well, I don't understand the concept of backdoor protection because we have a bear. A bear with Alacrity on it. So VP took the last, or Fnatic, I'm sorry, took the last of VP's towers, evening out the tower score, or almost. Oh, no, they did actually, with tier 3 down and a tier 2 still up on Fnatic. That's even. Wave of an Era, time walking right back in, forcing out the buyback from Morphling, gonna go straight for that TA, gets cycloned up into the air, sent back home though. Mozart gets a Roar out, gets his axes out, and he's gonna go down. No more speed aura. Oh no, Hand of God keeping the Beastmaster alive as Airman forced to buy back, gonna go for Bulldog. Does he have a wave for him? Not for another 3 seconds. Long range trap though, going to hit onto that Lone Druid, trying to teleport out. Is there any interruption? No, they're not enough interruption, but more than enough damage to bring down that Lone Druid. This Templar Assassin does a lot of damage, guys. Fnatic pushing up onto the high ground, bringing this tower down to half health, ultimately losing their Beastmaster for it, and well, there you go. VP taking back the tower advantage, only by 1 though, so it's not that substantial. The gold advantage is in favor of Fnatic with 3 kills, plus, of course, the Faceless Void who's farming his brains out with the Butterfly right now. Experience also following suit. So Fnatic looking real good this game. Last Chronosphere, unfortunately, not that great, because Invoker sent a tornado right through, and you can't hit things when they're up in that air. So Era was forced to stay there and just look up towards his target, wishing that he could time walk up. Lone Druid is going to revive by the time this push actually gets to their base, Fnatic's base. They're looking for a pick beforehand. I don't think they're going to find anyone. Morphling doesn't have all that much. Lincoln Sphere Manta Style is not what you would expect from a Morphling at 38 minutes into the game, especially a protected Morphling. Maybe a Morphling who was having like a really shitty mid lane, but against a Morphling who was up against a solo lane Lone Druid with a Bane Elemental and Chen to support, well, it seems like Chen almost has more than the Morphling at this point. I don't know how. Morphling should have more. He's going to get a little bit more farm here. But VP, they really need their carries to get a little bit stronger because Era is going to get out of control. Bulldog also not with the standard carry Lone Druid build. Instead going to go utility, going to go for Heaven's Halberd, it looks like. A very good choice. Shut down that TA 100%. They're smoked up, looking for someone. They might find Crazy. Might not find Crazy. Might find NS. They're going to go for NS. They're looking towards him, but everyone from VP, they smell something. They're just going to chill in their base. Play it safe. 2 level 3 Necro books so far. I'm sure Bane would like to have a Necro book, but you know what? You're the support hero. You don't get to buy big items. Bane's really sad about that. You could see how sad he is right in his portrait. It's like crying, purple stuff. Looks like the Farm Fest continues. And Fnatic, I mean, they don't really have to make this stuff happen. Faceless Void is almost topped out though. I mean, like, he does have that extra slot in the Aegis that he could replace with something. But Aegis, hey, that's a pretty good item. Crazy closing distance versus No Tail. You get a pretty big hit with that Desolator, but there goes Era with the Chronosphere. Can instantly bring down Beastmaster. I'm sorry, Beastmaster, you're just screwed. You're dead. Gonna go for Crazy next. No, they're gonna go for Airman next. Wait, Airman does waveform out. Gonna go straight for that Invoker. He does pick him up. Era has picked up the who was it? TA. In the meantime, KSI trying to get sent back to the base. Unfortunately, only his corpse made it back. And Airman gonna try to get out of here. Waveform down to the low ground. Telekinesis blocked by that Lincoln Sphere. Airman does get away. Fnatic losing their Invoker in exchange for 2. I'm sure they'll be okay with that, especially if Era does catch up to this Morphling. Not gonna happen though. Morphling a little bit too slippery. Even though Faceless Void somehow does get his hands on him. Oh, there's a waveform from the Rubik. He could. There's the Fade Bolt to cancel off the Lincoln Sphere. Telekinesis up into the air. And there's a wave. Oh no, Era unfortunately a little bit out of range with that Time Walk. Gonna shotgun him back, and here comes Crazy with a double damage, and they're gonna turn around and fight this. They know that Era doesn't have a Chronosphere. Era says, okay, I'll fight you. He's gonna go to town on Crazy. Crazy gets taken down. And, well, waveforms everywhere. Airman's going to try to make an escape, but he does get slowed down by the Faceless Void. Popped off that man style, instantly dispelling that slow. Era is still on the chase, so I don't think he can actually catch him. So waveform, what's the cooldown? 13 versus like 10 or something like that. 11. Yeah, so Morphling is pretty much guaranteed to get away from the Faceless Void, assuming he doesn't get hit by that slow. But you can see how powerful this Faceless Void is. That evasion, like 55%, right? 55? Yeah, 55% to avoid damage. Right-click damage. That's absurd. Faceless Void, best carry in the game. Gonna sell his hand to Midas, get himself a crit. It's gonna be a Demon Edge. Well, MKB, crit, it's all good. I'd like to see crit though, because Faceless Void is doing a ton of damage. They're now gonna go for Airman. Do they have a Chronosphere up? Yes, they do. A waveform into a Chronosphere will mean that he's dead. Oh, replicate away. Bulldog is gonna tango with a couple of illusions. But Era, level 24, pretty much topped out. There's nothing that VP can really do against it. 2 of their largest damage dealers trying to go for one of Fnatic's damage dealers, and it didn't work at all. Halberd has been purchased by the Lone Druid. KSI is going to try to go for Bulldog, but a blink in from Not a Hack is going to catch KSI. He's going to get chain stunned down, Fade Bolt, and well, he's going to try to survive with that Brain Sap. It's not going to be enough though. Bane is so weak at this point. Oh no, Era. He's going to time walk in, go straight for Mozart, and Mozart is dead before he gets any roar off. Now Airman might be in a little bit of trouble. The Permabash, he's going to go down as well. Era just unstoppable at this point. I don't know if there's anything that VP could do. Fnatic could just literally walk in, take the towers, or kill the towers if I'm talking in literal senses. Destroy the towers, destroy the bottom lane towers, and then, well, that's golden. Unfortunately, oh, what is this? What is this? What is this? It's going to be an MKB, okay. They don't have the Chronosphere up quite yet. Another minute before that happens, but the Faceless Void, he's so freaking strong. He's getting some lifesteal from the Vlad's offering on the Spirit Bear. Plus, they could disarm the Templar Assassin. Well, they gotta burn her illusions first, so I guess that's one hurdle that they have to overcome. Once you disarm the Morphling, once you disarm that TA, well, their damage goes down to 0. It's effective. It's an effective hex against them, except for like a half the cost. Gonna go straight for NS. Era demolishes him. He's gonna go next for Crazy. Crazy's gonna take a Gale as well. No escape for you. He's gonna go down as well. Era is gonna get Fiend's Gripped, but he's very, very healthy at this point. Axe is gonna fly, completely mitigated by the backtrack. He's backtracked the Roar as well. Fnatic RC Era is unkillable. He does still have that Aegis as well. Gonna go straight for KSI. The lifesteal gonna bring him back up a little bit of health. He has damage reduction by Enfeeble, but it's more than enough. The Morphling Illusion is going to try to bring him down. Airman is going to get farmed right in his fountain, though. Fade Bolt from Not a Hack is going to take him down. And Era still alive. And there's the GG well play call from NS as Era takes a little bit of a dip in the fountain. VP dropping a game to Fnatic. You know what? When you have a Faceless Void this farmed, there's nothing that the other team could do. Like, seriously, there's nothing that they could do. With this team comp, it's impossible for them to actually win, unless they, like, catch you out of position and really stupid playing. But Fnatic, they showed that my distaste of them was misplaced. Taking this game. Thanks for watching, guys. This has been Fnatic RC versus Virtus Pro from the Starseries Season 3. Once again, I apologize for the lack of the first 10 minutes. Era wants all the glory. He's going to take the Ancient down by himself. So just a little bit of a mishap. Won't happen again, I promise. But, you know, you didn't miss anything anyway. So thanks for watching, guys. GG.